Okay, it's the one and only Ronin the Traveler coming back at you guys from lovely Santo Domingo. Look, one of you guys just sent me, I thought was a good question. He said, I am about to move to Santo Domingo early next year. What is the main pitfall I can fall into? Bruh, let me tell you, I wrote some of these things down, but the number one is finance and lifestyle. Before I even dive into what I wrote down, let me explain to you one thing. Like, you have to switch from vacation mode to expat mode. And that could be difficult because you're trying to take in the whole city. Dude, I always tell you guys, when I first came here like that and decided I wanted to live here, I had just flipped the house. I had 100 G's in the bank straight up, and I was spending money like water. It took me a while to switch from vacation mode, and that is devastating. That will ruin everything because you can't go live nowhere in the world like this, and you will drain all your resources. Now, if you got it like that, you got it. But man, you will go down fast. Look, I have met, in these years since I've been over here, and I met multiple guys who moved over here and had to go back to the States. They blew their bag. They blew all their money.
He ain't lying.
Things. So I'm gonna tell you, a lot of guys underestimate their monthly expenses because everything seems cheaper at first. But between Airbnbs, Ubers, eating, dates, and emergencies, and a lot of different things that you go through, you will train yourself. Look, always live off of 70% of what you bring in and stash 30%. Have at least 3 months of living expenses in a Dominican bank account or your cash. You want to have a couple of months put up because things just happen. And let me tell you, man, dating is one of the pitfalls you can fall into. There's a lot of beautiful women in here, and I got a segment on it, but that's one of the things you fall in. But you got to get out of that weekend warrior mindset because when you're here long, that's what happens, bro. Now, I done settled down a lot. I don't go out every night. I'm not partying every night like that. I got a live-in chica. I still get out and do my thing, but I got a live-in chica. It started saving me money. And you spend money too with having girlfriends and stuff because you're gonna have to. You're the breadwinner. You're the one gonna have to take care of that situation. You know what I'm saying? The next thing, number two, I'm gonna give you even more. But the finances is the number one thing because if your finances wrong, your whole thing wrong. You're going back. You want to make sure you got that American dollar following you. Whether you retired military, you real estate guy like me, you got houses and stuff coming. I live off of my houses. Whether you're YouTube, and even if you're a YouTuber, you can make some decent money. But YouTube, that's not your platform. They can close your account at any time. People can try to get your account closed. It happens all the time. So you want to have guaranteed money coming in. You use stuff like YouTube and all that as a offset, some stuff coming. So look, next thing is safety. America's very dangerous. Where I come from, New Orleans is dangerous. But before I left there had these kids kicking in people's doors in broad daylight. It was diabolical what was going on. So, but over here, you got to have a certain street awareness too. Like, look, it's not to say it's not just about crime. It's about situational awareness. The tourists and newcomers stand out. Scammers, pickpockets, and opportunists can spot you a mile away. Don't flash money, jewelry, or talk loud about what you own. Know this and you will be good. Look, and always trust your gut. This happened to me even earlier this morning. I was walking around and I went on a street that I didn't know. The street was dark. Nobody was out there. It looked sketchy. I turned around. So always have that kind of stuff in your mind because we have this thing that we're born with, instinct. It will let you know what you need to do. Because look, the motor conchos will ride by. It almost happened to me 2 or 3 times trying to film videos, but I'm always aware of what's going on. People will snatch your phone. They will snatch your camera. They'll come up to you with a pocket knife, bro. I keep a little small thing of mace on me. I will mace the hell out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a gun over here. I don't know what it is, but I haven't had any problems in 5 years because I know how to move. I done been all over Santo Domingo, almost every big city here. I've been there and I haven't had any problems. The only problem I had is what we get into now. Women. Look, women and relationships. Beautiful women are everywhere. not listen. They are, and not all the attention is genuine. Look, they're everywhere. People, I made that joke, papicito. Everybody come in and try to get money from you. Don't lead with your money or with promises. Let time expose women's intentions, and never move a woman in too soon. Bro, this is very important because they got different laws over here. If a woman starts staying, just like the United States, a woman stay in the house with you long, she can prove it, you're gonna have to pay her to leave. You're gonna lose on that one. I mean, you lose leverage like that. And I'm telling you, those things could be a problem. Look, here's another thing with the stuff with the women. You gotta realize that when you start talking to women over here and get serious, you're gonna have to pay for everything. You're going to pay for everything. I'm talking about, I live with one, she's good, she makes money, she helps me, whatever. But the responsibility is on me. What I tell people, and this is what I should have done, stay single. When you come here, women go push up on you so fast to be, and some of them go be genuine, some of them go really like you, but around the world now, women see us foreigners as a come up because we are. We live in places like this. I get to live in the barrio with them. I live in these condos. We live a good kind of rich life, man, so people want to attach themselves to it. It's just the nature of the beast, man. That's how it go. But don't let these women drain your pockets. They'll be number one because it comes in small first. It always comes small. It's gonna creep in a few dollars. So, hey, can you help me with this? I need to get some medicine. And you're gonna start and you feed into it and feed. I keep telling y'all guys, you feed into it, feed into it. Next thing you know, man, you're paying hella bills. And don't talk about if you got a team. Dude, at one time, I had a team with about 6 different women that I was seeing regular. That shit was draining pockets, but I enjoyed it because I have a philosophy, and it's just my philosophy. A lot of you guys might not agree with it. I think a man of means should have more than one woman. That's just what you look at the kings, the everything in history, they had concubines. They always had more than one, but that's my philosophy. Some people don't agree with that. And in each his own, there's a lot of people, man, in the travel space now. We got a lot of that. We got a lot of like police in the travel space. They get mad with men messing with mangoes. Ain't no flex. You dealing with women, like, let people be happy. If a person want to deal with, look, it's supply and demand. The reason these women exist because there's a demand for it. So they supply it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, because not everybody wants to be in a relationship like that. But I tell guys, be careful with these women. These things will drain you. Be careful. Budget. Next thing, look, and this is important. Friends and circles and trust. Look, a lot of foreigners trust too quickly. They trust other expats, locals, friends of friends. Move slow. Vet everybody. Keep your circle small until you really, really know who they are. There are people who live off of newcomers. I'm seeing this happen in Africa, here. People, like, there's dudes in our space who moved here with no money. They have zero money. They beg online. They do these. That's diabolical. So, but what they start doing, they try to latch on the new guys and try to show them things, and they're going to want something in return. Everybody here wants something in return. So you got to find people that's on the same level as you, got the same, money as you, got the same desires. And that's the thing. And here's another thing that can happen too, man. This is the last one. Being lonely as an expat. I was going to do a whole separate video, and I probably still do that. You can be lonely over here. I'm not talking about it in a romantic sense or no cheek clapping sense, popping sheets. That's not going to be a problem. You're going to have multiple women here, but you're going to desire the brotherhood. You're going to desire your crew, your guys. That you're going to need it, man, because you can get lonely. I get emails all the time with guys telling me, yo, man, what I do, man? I moved to Santiago, Santo Domingo, man, I'm lonely. And I said, I understand this. You need to be in groups. And that's why I started my passport cartel, because when I came to Santo Domingo, nobody was here like that. I had zero. Man, let me tell you, after the cheek clapping wore off and I was looking for my crew, there was no crew. I was fiending so hard to be able to talk real estate stuff with some brothers that I was walking up to Dominicans that looked like, Black Americans, and I start running it with them. By the time I found a old Scottish man, I was happy as hell to meet that man. I had somebody to talk to. So that's why I started my Facebook group, and it grew from there. So now I got countless guys, man. We got WhatsApp chat. We got all these. I have a network of people. So I have to turn my phone off now while I'm here. Same thing as Sosua. I go to Sosua, I got a brotherhood. Santiago, I got a brotherhood. And bro, we trying to take that global. So you can get lonely. Make sure that you join these, expat groups, vet everybody. You'll be straight. Watch these women. Don't believe nothing. Hey, bro, people, let time show you who these people are. Do not trust anybody, and keep your finances straight. Those are things I think that I wish I knew, especially the finance part. But that weekend word stuff will drain you. Look at it like this. When you go exchange $100, it depends on the day. You'll get, 6,200 pesos, 6,300 pesos. You look at that and say, man, this is a come up, but it's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. It's not. And when you do that and you exchange $500, you got piles of Dominican money. But you can go through that so fast, going to these clubs, man. It will drain the newcomer, man. It will eat you up. One of my subscribers I met, he was just going back to the United States. He lived in Punta Cana, did the same thing, tossing it up every night with these women. Now you got to go back. He blew his whole bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. Make sure you have enough money coming in. I recommend it, depending on your lifestyle. If you get your Spanish, and that's another thing, man. Try to learn the language. It will help you tremendously. Look, I know it's hard. Bro, I'm in my 40s trying to learn Spanish. I live with a woman now. I can communicate a lot better. I can move around. I feel a lot more freer because I can speak a little bit. More than a little bit. I can talk, and that helped me tremendously. Learn some Spanish, bro. Start doing it now. Like, before you want to move over here, use Spanish time with Paul. I know a lot of you guys use Duolingo, and Duolingo can help. But if you're going to do Duolingo, but you got to go dive in on Duolingo. ChatGPT is the best Spanish teacher that you could ever get. Ask ChatGPT to tell it everything. Like, I'm a beginner. I want to move to this country. Get me ready. It will create lessons for you. You know I'm an AI guy. ChatGPT will create everything that you need for you. It will make you good. So you use chat, talking to people, and don't be scared to talk to people when you're here. When you're in an Uber, try to make conversation. It gets your brain to working, and things start going like that. So I'm telling you, definitely do that. Make sure whatever area that you move in, where you talk to some people, don't move into a bad area. You can mess your life up like that. People will break in and steal your stuff. I tell people to come stay in the areas like I'm in right now, in the PNT, the city central, before you branch out. This just is a good place to be at, Bella Vista, this whole little area. The city central is a good, safe place for you to start learning the ropes. You have your aircraft carrier, you can fly out, go places as you spread out. And the same thing in any city you go in, go stay in the rich part. Stay in the richest part and then spread out. I stayed in the poorest part because I didn't know. Bro, one place I stayed in, bro, I swear, I was on the 3rd floor. I was talking about this on the live stream. Dude, I left the bathroom window unlocked. I come back, and it's late at night. There's a dude halfway in my bathroom window. He was trying to get into the spot. He was 3 floors up. Man, when I went to try to get his hand, I was gonna stab that hand up. You know what I'm saying? Bite it, whatever. That sucker disappeared. I don't know. This sucker was a Latino Spider-Man. He was jet black hand, and I don't know how he got up there. When I stuck I could barely took my head in there. But when I looked down, he was gone. It was 3 floors up. So be careful where you want to stay in a place like this. Nobody could just walk up in here. There's guards at the door. There's a guy downstairs with a freaking shotgun. There's rich people over here. So you want to be here because you're a rich person. I'll tell you, just come here and until you learn, then you can find a place to be on your budget. And for your budget, man, it depends. You at least need $2,000. I say, I don't spend but like $1,200, being honest. But that's me staying in the Dominican barrio, about to put my time in. But I even get tired of that, man. The roosters, all that, the loud noise. So, and I stack so much cheese up staying that just paying them $300 a month, and that's counting the lights. So if you can cut it, you can do it, but it's rough staying in them barrios, man. So, but I'm glad I got to experience real Dominican culture. Now I'm done with it. I'm ready now to spread my wings back out, so to speak. So budget yourself, man. Make sure you at least got $2,000 at least coming in. Now, you got 3 and 4, 5, that's when you're doing really, really good. You know, you getting that kind of money, you're doing good. And sometimes that kind of money attract the wrong people, like we was getting into, man. But we're gonna stop it right here. Appreciate all you guys rocking out with the channel. Just want to say that, man, your money is the most important thing. Watch it. You know, sometimes people just want me to tell stories, but I have to tell videos like this, trying to help people as much as I can. I do this for the love of it. I appreciate you guys, man. I got income coming out. I don't have to do anything. I could be on the golf course if I want right now, just chilling. But I love the brotherhood. I appreciate you guys. So I am out. Just want to say that, man. Much love and respect for you guys. Join the Blue Book Passport Cartel. Get in our WhatsApp groups, man. We will try to protect you the best we can, man. I am out.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir.